Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation's first ever National Holiday. I'm Roby Alcooley, and I am here to welcome you to what?
Oh, sorry, Ro. This is my day this year. My name is Rondell Domalisi, and I am Associate Vice President of National Development and Volunteer Engagement here at the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. I am also an IBD patient myself, diagnosed with Crohn's disease at the age of 12. I got involved as a volunteer with the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation right out of college and started working for the foundation almost 12 years ago. I feel very fortunate to have the foundation's support, educational resources, advocacy, and research efforts behind me, and am thrilled to be your host for our first National Pie Day. So let's watch a brief video about our foundation's why we do what we do every day, as well as a message from our president and CEO, Michael Oso.
I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease in November 2015.
I was diagnosed with Crohn's in 2008.
Ulcerative colitis in January 2019.
In 2019, when I was only 7 years old.
In August 2002, when I was 17 years old.
I don't know what life is like without Crohn's.
This disease can occur at any age and is a lifelong disease without any cure. It's particularly impactful in children because we know that being diagnosed at such a young age, they're going to have a long burden of disease. They're going to have disease over their entire lifespan.
My symptoms were nausea, vomiting, extreme stomach pain,
Fatigue, neuropathy, and joint pain, and also back pain.
When I was in 5th grade that I really stopped gaining any weight.
8-year-old B was not too worried about the limitations that the disease could potentially impose. I was more worried about not being able to play tag with my friends.
We see kids admitted to the hospital all the time with complications of this disease, including weight loss and poor growth and anemia, requiring blood products, requiring different medications, reevaluation, and unfortunately often requiring surgery. One of the challenges of treating and really taking care of a lot of kids with inflammatory bowel disease is saying some of the things like, we don't have a cure for this. We don't have a treatment that works in everybody.
I remember my parents reaching out to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. You can find resources, educational materials, and really build a family within the Crohn's and Colitis community. And it's a place where you can truly find the support that you need that you might not be able to find somewhere else.
Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been a vital partner in our pediatric practice.
The foundation provides patients with a platform. Every patient has a voice, but not every patient has a platform.
I'm very grateful for the foundation because they've helped me go through everything, and they've helped me understand that I will be able to enjoy it by helping people with it. I'm not scared anymore.
The research that the foundation is doing is the step in finding new treatments for IBD or a cure for IBD.
The foundation's research is really important because we need a cure.
One of the things I love about Pi Day is it started out as this small, innovative idea to use throwing pies in people's face as a way to raise awareness and funds. And it continues to grow each year. There's so much enthusiasm around it. And it's wonderful because it's joyful and it's fun and it allows people to laugh in the midst of what is a very difficult journey for patients and their caregivers if they have Crohn's or colitis. And it raises important funding so that we can do the really critical work of funding research, providing education, and ultimately eradicating these really challenging, difficult diseases.
Thank you so much, Michael. For sure, helping patients have a better quality of life is what this is all about. We are always searching for new and unique ways to raise funds that will enable us to provide support, create new programs, and conduct research towards better treatments and eventually cures. So you too can help people living with Crohn's or colitis. Just grab your phone, open the camera app, scan the QR code on your screen, and donate. As of today, I'm excited to announce we have raised over $48,000 and we are just getting started. And now I'm very happy to introduce my colleagues, the National IBD Assassins.
When I first joined the foundation, Pi Day was already a thing. It was particularly large in New York City at our national headquarters because our Greater New York chapter was really making a big event out of it, and I believe some other chapters were doing it too, so that's why I don't know who started it, and they were doing Pi or GI and various events, but IBD Assassins, which was the name of the national headquarters team, became a mega fundraiser, one of the largest Take Steps fundraising teams in the country, and Pi Day was a huge piece of their fundraising. We started getting senior management involved. People would bid to have the opportunity to throw a pie in the face of their boss. Much fun, and havoc was wreaked. It was just a really engaging event, and I watched that my first year, second year, and then I started to really think we should take this bigger. This should become national.
Well done, IBD Assassins. That was so much fun to watch. Congratulations to our team on another successful event. And now we want to share a very, very special thank you to AbbVie, a longtime and very generous partner of the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, letting you know it's partners like you who help us make a difference in patients' lives. So let's bring up my fellow colleague, Jack Matarasso, Senior Vice President of Digital Marketing, who has generously agreed to be pied today. So Jack, please tell us a little bit about yourself and why you have agreed to be pied.
Thanks, Rondell. I'm so happy to be here. I'm a little nervous about getting pied, but I'm very, very happy to be here. So for nearly 8 years, I've been working to raise awareness, IBD awareness, and raise funds for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation and the IBD community. And I'm hoping this event, through some embarrassing messiness and a little humor, can help raise IBD awareness and more funds for the foundation, which we so critically need. So I'm going to ask Nancy Vitariti to step in, who worked so hard on putting on this event, along with Melissa Scott, who couldn't be here. And I think with all the questions I've asked and all the check-ins I've had, that Nancy would love to be the one to pie me today.
Well, Jack, I've loved every minute of it, and I really can't wait to pie you. And actually, I'd like to ask my colleague, Michelle, to join me. We were wondering, have you ever been pied before?
I've actually been pied twice before, both times raising funds for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation.
And what is your favorite pie?
I like a key lime pie.
Key lime. What do you think about a double pie?
Not my favorite. Oh! It tastes good, actually. It's almost as good as a key lime pie. And I taste the sprinkles too.
Yay. Thank you.
Wow, that was really great, Jack. And thanks to the team for doing the double pieing. We want to take a moment now to see how another member of our staff chose to take one for the team. Our very own Chief Marketing and Communications Officer, Judy Hofstein.
Hey, how's the pie looking?
Well, it's should be ready by now, so I was about to check it. Let me do that.
Good.
Oh yeah, that looks ready. Turn this off. And
looks
so,
nice.
yeah, so, you know, this is the first recipe I'm trying from the gut-friendly recipe finder that was launched by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. I'm super excited because it's gluten-free and lactose-free. It's called apple crumb cake, but I made it in the style of a pie because today is National Pie Day. So why don't we just let it cool off for a little while and we can try it later.
Super.
Great.
Hey, is the pie ready? Looks good.
I think so. Let's see.
Yeah, looks nice.
And Joel, that was a lot more than one serving.
That was fantastic, Judy. You are a great sport, and it looks like you had a lot of fun. To find Judy's pie recipe and many, many more, please visit our new gut-friendly recipe website. And now at this time, I would like to ask our President and CEO, Michael Oso, and our Chief Scientific Officer, Dr. Karen Heller, to join me live on Zoom from their offices and share a little bit more about the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. Hey, Michael.
Hi there, Rondell. Great to be here today. Thank you.
So earlier in our presentation, we heard you speak a little bit about the accomplishments of the foundation, and especially about how important it is to raise crucial funds so that we can continue helping patients attain a better quality of life. Is there one thing the organization is working on that you'd like to speak about today?
Thank you for the question. I appreciate it. And the first thing I have to say is that there are way too many things to talk about today in terms of the number of activities and really mission critical efforts that are going on. But I think I want to talk a little bit to your point about quality of life, about this concept of remission. And I should start by saying that, as a reminder to folks, we have a two-pronged mission. One is to cure these diseases, Crohn's and colitis, and also improve the quality of life of our patients as they go through that journey. And we have always, from day one, been driving toward cures and investing tens of millions of dollars every single year in the area of research, driving toward new therapies and cures. And I think it's important to say that cures are on our horizon, but they are years away. And so as we think about the second component of our mission, this drive that we have to improve the quality of life, it's important to contemplate what it means for our patients to go into remission, because we have now a deeper understanding of these diseases and what it all entails and what it takes to bring people into remission. And we didn't have that several decades ago, or even 1 decade ago. We now have IBD experts across the country and trained gastroenterologists who have a deeper and better understanding for caring for Crohn's and colitis patients. And really importantly, we have an armamentarium of new therapies, lots of really novel, important therapies that didn't exist 10 years ago. So this combination of things really means that remission and a greater quality of life is truly possible for many, many of our patients. And so as an organization, we are driven in a variety of ways to helping our patients achieve remission and a much better quality of life as we all continue to work toward cures. And as we think about bringing people into remission, we know that we also have to simultaneously drive toward ensuring that patients have access to the care that they need, to the therapies that they need. So access is a really critical component of helping our patients achieve remission. So we're dedicated to both of those things, among many others, as I said at the beginning of my remarks. But this is an increasingly important and critical journey that we're all on to bring remission to as many patients as possible in the United States.
Well, speaking as a patient, Michael, that's all really exciting and motivating for me, as I'm sure it must be to all those listening in. So thank you so much for sharing that.
Absolutely.
Dr. Heller, as Chief Scientific Officer, you have played a major role in the Foundation's efforts to drive research that addresses unmet patient needs. I know that drug development, approval, and ultimately getting new treatments into the hands of patients can take some time. Can you illustrate for us how the Foundation is advancing and accelerating research from discovery to patient care?
Well, thank you, Rondell, for asking me about that, because the Foundation has really had a major impact in not only funding research in new areas to get to important discoveries that are going to get us to cures, but now we focus in on those discoveries and the one that look most promising and drive them forward so that we can get to new treatments for patients, and maybe one of them will turn out to be a cure. And we have a great example of that in our efforts with genetics. We started funding research on genetics early on in the 1980s and 90s, when people were becoming aware that some patients, because of their genetic profile, are more susceptible to get Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis. That panned out in the 2000s when the first gene, NOD2, was identified for Crohn's disease. We have put millions of dollars of money into a genetics initiative to not only explore the genes that patients have that put them at risk, but to really delve deeper into what those genes are doing to cause changes to the underlying biology of people so that they develop Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis and the kind of disease they have. And then looking at the biological pathways these genes control, are there ways we can then create new drugs that change the nature of the way the gene is actually controlling the pathway and stop it from making those abnormal changes? And we have been fortunate in that Dr. Thad Steppenbach, now at the Cleveland Clinic, discovered a gene product called Pi1. I know it's Pi Day, but it's spelled differently. And we have been working very closely with Dr. Steppenbach so that we have now come up with a compound that is like a drug. It has drug-like properties. And Dr. Steppenbach is working further with additional funding from actually the Department of Defense, millions of dollars that he's got from the Department of Defense. And he is going to be working to perfect and sort of advance this compound to turn it into a drug and start testing in humans. So we are proud to say that we support discovery and then we push that discovery forward so that it gets to patients, improves the likelihood they're going to go in remission and ultimately to cures.
Dr. Heller, thank you so much. It's really amazing to learn about these scientific achievements. And we're so excited that fundraising events like Pi Day can help make this important work possible. Our future here at the Foundation and for all of you is very bright. To everyone out there listening, please support these incredible initiatives we just heard about and donate to the Foundation, again, by using the QR code on your screen, or you can use the link in the comments section. And now we have a message from another loyal sponsor.
Hello, I'm Bethany Thompson from Eli Lilly and Company. We stand with the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation and the IBD community. We are supporting Pi Day and raising awareness for ulcerative colitis.
I'm Tom Crosby of Eli Lilly and Company. We stand with the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation and the IBD community. Today we are supporting Pi Day to help raise awareness for ulcerative colitis.
good ones. You know, we are so grateful to all of our sponsors who have continuously helped make a difference in our patients' lives through their generous support. Thank you so much. And now I'd like to ask our Vice President of Marketing and Fundraising Operations, Reet Das, to come on up.
Hi, everyone. I'm Reet. I joined the foundation over a year ago, but even before that, I knew about IBD, this incredibly devastating disease, and the great work the foundation has done for many, many years, which is why I'm here. So today, on Pi Day, I'm here to increase awareness of this disease and also to stand next to my lovely and brilliant colleague, Nancy, who actually has some anger management issues when it comes to pies. And here she is. Nancy, do you have anything to add?
Well, thank you, Reet.
Let me put on my glasses. Go on.
Well, I am also getting pied for a dear friend of mine who has been suffering from this disease for over 20 years that I've known her. I watched her miss out on things, be in a lot of pain, have to have multiple surgeries. So I am also here to help raise awareness and make a difference. And I'm going to make you a fresh pie. Reed is my supervisor and he's very sweet.
I love fresh pie.
So I'm going to make his pie extra sweet, especially for all those late night meetings and reports and extra things that he likes for us to do. I'm making this really, really, really,
Nancy hates big words. And she has trouble.
And sprinkles.
Sprinkling. So there's a lot of work for Nancy. I just want you guys to know that.
Okay.
Happy Pie Day.
Oh. We're supposed to go easy.
So, folks, Pie Day. What she's doing, Nancy. Why can't we have one by house?
I'm participating in the Pi Day fundraiser because I know how important it is to fight for better treatments and a cure for IBD. I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis in 2021 when I was 17. My mild symptoms quickly became unmanageable as each new medication we tried failed. I had 20 blood transfusions in under a year, and it was a really hard time for me and my family. I had my first surgery at the end of 2021 and my second surgery at the beginning of 2022. And I now have a permanent ileostomy. If it weren't for the outstanding medical care that I received while I was sick, ulcerative colitis probably would have killed me. My friends and family were such a big support during my illness and recovery, and I'm so thankful that they're helping me now as I raise funds for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation.
I wish everyone good luck. They have Crohn's. Crohn's disease is not good to have, but we can fight Crohn's and end Crohn's. And I am going to be doing a colitis Crohn's disease walk. I'm a patient with Crohn's. We can fight in Crohn's.
Hi, I'm Quincy. I'm so excited to get pied for IBD cures. My vet said that I might have colitis. It impacts my life, some days more than others. I could only imagine how it impacts the lives of humans. I think it's awesome that the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation will use the money I raised to fund vital research and patient programs. Bon appetit!
Hi, we're here today to celebrate the Crohn's and Colitis Pi Day fundraiser. This is Sophie, and I'm her Nona, and I'm about to pie her. Good luck, Crohn's and Colitis, in your fundraising.
I'm about to pie Nona. We should do it more.
In an effort to help find a cure for Crohn's disease, I'm getting pied. You're right, Marcy. Hey.
Okay, can I do it?
You can do it. You can walk in front of me.
Do it like this. Pie.
You can walk in front of me.
Okay. You're ready. Get some more.
Okay, that's good.
Friday, 2023.
I think I put too much whipped cream.
All right, we're here at Northwestern to support and raise awareness for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation by taking a pie in the face.
It is so important for people to participate in these fundraising events. They fund research, new treatments, mission programs like our Camp Oasis program, support groups, advocacy efforts, our virtual online community, and so many different other programs for patients to find their IBD community and get support through their IBD journey.
Let's hope the sound is working now. I think it's back on. Sorry for that before. We want to thank everyone for sharing your pieing videos with us. That was so much fun. I'm not sure I can pick a favorite, to be honest, but I am a little partial to our doggy duo, Asker and Quincy. If you would like to register to fundraise and get pied, it is not too late. Just register at pie-day.org. You can create a video, tag it with hashtag PieDay2023, and we'll share a few of the best ones on our social media too. Pie Day is something you can do any day of the year. And once you raise $100, if you do it before April 14th, you will receive a Pie Day t-shirt just like mine. Now, before our next segment, we want to take one more opportunity to thank our generous partner, AbbVie, for their amazing support. We appreciate you so much. So once again, please support these initiatives if you haven't already, and donate to the foundation by using the QR code on your screen or the link in the comments. And for those of you who have already made a donation, we thank you so very much for your support. And now, before we share our final live pieing event here at our national headquarters in New York City, let's take a look at what our National Board of Trustees were up to while at their recent, very serious meeting.
I'm Judy Hofstein, Chief Marketing and Communications Officer for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. And as some of you may know, I am also a patient. So I was in my first year at the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, and there was an announcement that there was Pie Day happening in the lobby, and I went and saw people being pied, and I thought it was very entertaining, but I wasn't enraptured. But about 2 years later, after seeing it another time, I just said, well, it's my turn, I gotta do this. And I enlisted my husband. We scripted something out, and He threw a pie in my face, which he enjoyed far too much. And the minute that pie hit my face, I just started laughing, and I couldn't stop laughing for quite a while. And that's when I had the revelation that this really was fun, and it was probably the first time in the far too many years that I've had this disease that I was able to laugh about the disease and fundraise for cures at the same time.
Thank you, Judy. Really appreciate it. I will say right off the bat that having been on the receiving end of several pies over several years because of this event, it's really nice not to be today. So I thank you for those who have volunteered to take my place and others. Actually, I'm going to start by introducing the 6 people on the National Board of Trustees who have volunteered today. 7 now, right? Oh, we're 7. Thank you, Lori. Collectively, they've raised, I think, over $30,000 already, and we'll be raising a lot more. Yeah. We have Amber Backus, Annette Martinez, Audra Miller, Chase Carpenter, Kevin Harlan, who's a new trustee, brand new. This is hazing. Troy Vollerson and Lori Rabinowitz, so thank you all. It's thrilling to have you here.
My younger brother Phil lived with Crohn's disease for 16 years before passing away in 2012. And despite the fact that his body was failing him, he was making a difference on behalf of the foundation by doing walks and doing bike rides, even before there was a Take Steps or a team challenge. And just seeing him do that and the condition he was in inspired me. I figured I could do it too. I did my first race with Team Challenge for Crohn's and Colitis in 2011, a half marathon. And heck, taking a pie to the face is going to be a lot easier than that. Looking forward to licking the cream off when I'm done.
Oh, we started on a good one.
In a senior leadership role, of course, there are a lot of demands. Not only, I had a number of people that reported to me, so I had responsibility for that and had to contribute to the organization as well. And having the disease and something that you didn't know from day to day, perhaps how you were going to feel and what that meant. I traveled a lot, and sometimes I couldn't travel because of the disease. And that's where I really felt it was important for me to be able to share openly about it. It is not a topic that most people want to talk about, but it was something that I just felt it was important for me to be transparent about it as well. And so when I think about that and the seriousness of it, and people maybe feeling a little uncomfortable about it, to me this interesting concept of Pie Day, which brings some levity to a topic that can be difficult to talk about, and it allows us to tie together something challenging and maybe frustrating with something that's exciting and fun, and lots of people want to see us do it. And so I just think it's a nice combination.
So ready, Annette?
I was ready as I'm gonna be.
1, 2.
There is fruit in there.
For me, Pie Day is a really good opportunity to increase the awareness of the disease. Across diverse communities, we know that this disease touches everyone. So we want to make sure that people know that there are resources out there and there's hope when you get diagnosed.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
That was nicely aggressive.
Well done. You learned from the first.
That was well done.
Here we go.
Ready?
Can we switch if I win?
Yeah. Ready?
We're up. Paper, scissors.
Please. Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. Oh, sorry.
That was actually very nice. Thank you.
Ready?
So I just want to thank everybody. Thank you especially to our 7 incredible and wonderful board members who agreed to be pied today.
This has been a terrific board meeting. It's been great to see you all. And I think if we have no further business, I'll be happy to take a motion to adjourn.
Oh, wait, sorry, Brent. We have one more thing to take care of.
An organization with such heart and taste deserves your contributions and support.
Happy Pie Day.
Perfect.
Perfect. I was not expecting that.
Okay, I really have to give it up for our national board. How about a round of applause for them? Big, big, big troopers. So our last live playing, which will be here at national headquarters, are Katie and Michelle. So Katie and Michelle, please tell us a little bit about yourself and your connection to the foundation.
All right, well, hi Rondell, we lost you there for a second, but we are back in action and ready to do some pieing. So my name is Michelle Lampariello, and I am the Foundation's Senior Manager of Public Relations and Social Media.
And my name is Katie Camper. I'm the Marketing Coordinator here.
So personally, I'm participating in Pie Day for two reasons. Primarily to support ulcerative colitis patients like my sister, as well as the Crohn's disease community, to raise awareness and eventually cures for IBD. And secondly, as members of the marketing team, we know how hard everyone worked. It went on and on and on to try to do this. Shout out to our colleague, Melissa Scott. On and on and on, just so many different things. I mean, I don't know when we were ever going to get it done. There was some social posts, emails, and you know, everything that Katie worked on. So it's only fair she gets in on it. Oh, at least it tastes good.
All right, guys, that was seriously so much fun. So the fun doesn't have to stop here, everyone. To learn about all the ways that you can get involved year-round, please visit our website at crohnscolitisfoundation.org. Click Get Involved to see all of your options, and please volunteer with us and join us in our mission to cure Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis, and to improve the quality of life of the people who are affected by these diseases. We really just want to thank everyone out there in Pie Land today for participating. We are so grateful for your support. Who's creeping up behind me?
Rondell, it's time for some pie.
Wow. Well, I guess there's only one thing left to say. Happy Pie Day! How do I get it in my left eye again?